We're going to have a great discussion tonight about cultivating creativity. Live from Chicago, it's Thursday night! So, is it possible to teach creativity?
I don't know if you can be taught to be a poet, but you can certainly learn to be a poet. I mean, somehow people learn to become artists.
I think everyone is creative. You look at children, and they can't help but be creative. And even as you get older and you say, well, I'm not really a creative person, but you're constantly making choices through the whole day. Maybe that's the start of creativity.
I think creativity begins with accessing your senses, just being present in the world.
I think we desperately need to cultivate more empathy, more of the kind of radical empathy that lets someone try to really understand what it's like to be leading a very different life from the one that they're living.
How do you cultivate creativity? Is it something that's based on exposure? I know you talked a little bit about that there's something mysterious about creativity, and so is it just something that kind of happens out of the air and it comes to you, or can you really cultivate it and maybe it manifests itself in different ways?
I think one of the great things that I've loved about being a musician is that it's an activity which engages every part of what it means to be a human being. And there are not many activities that do that beyond the arts.
You know, this is what why we call these things the humanities. It's the history of humans trying to figure out what it means to be a human and how to express it. It's our greatest wealth, and if we don't learn it and share it and keep it going forward, we lose it. It's gone.
Rochester is actually starting to do that. We're building ties between the Eastman School and the Strong Hospital. It's a perfect place to do that with Eastman and Strong. Some other universities are doing that, but that's a perfect use of a university, is to encourage those kinds of cross-disciplinary work and try to understand creativity and music making from a very scientific point of view.
All of us in this room, we have one thing in common. That is the University of Rochester. So what I'd like you to do right now is take a minute to think about these two questions. How has your experience in Rochester changed your life? And what Rochester effect are you bringing to your community?